right here? Yeah, all right, good. We have got the harmonica man of Silver Dollar City himself.
He's a harmoniac. What do you think? You noticed it was all gone completely? Every bit of it. It's
Oh, what are you talking about?
that feller's hair.
You better watch it. He's bigger than you. He'll crown you. Nobody is safe from this man. I bet you here. You're all safe from him. He's harmless. But he's a good old boy, too, and he likes to play the harp. Get right up here, Greg Becker, and tell these folks what you've got on that harp.
Well, let's play these folks a polka. We haven't played a polka yet today. One called the heel and toe polka.
Greg Becker on the harmonica. Good
He's
job.
a good old boy, ain't he?
He sure is.
It's a shame he's getting that disease. I've been trying to tell him to watch it.
It's a shame he's getting what disease?
Burlap disease.
Burlap disease?
Yeah.
What is that, some kind of new disease?
No, you get that from messing around some old bags.
Ah, number. The teller of tall tales, Cousin Sally Beale, is waiting right over there in the copper shop, and she's going to come up here and tell you all some good old stories. We've got time for one more. We're going to get Fred Stoneking and Larry Sledge to team up and take us to break time. We'll be coming back at 11:15 with our next Horse Creek Band show. We do need to tell you that we've got some new recordings are available, brand newfangled recordings, the newfangled kind. They're right over here in the glass shop. You got to ask for them at the counter. We ain't even had time to display them. They come in on the morning train. Bud come up there and got them in. We run over here and put them in the glass shop. But we got two different kinds. The Horse Creek Band recorded live on stage, and Fiddlin' Fred has got a fiddle recording. So go over there to the glass shop and make sure and get you one right there at the counter. Boys, take us up to break time. We'll turn it over to Sally Beale. folks have been a great audience. We hope you enjoyed the Horse Creek Band. We'll be right back here at 11:15 with our next show. Stick around for Cousin Sally Beale, the teller of tall tales at McCraw's Ford String Band. Thank you all. Have a nice day.
McCraw's Ford String Band. This is Jim Lansford playing the fiddle, and I'm Kim Gershesky here. I'm going to be playing some old-time music for you for the next half an hour or so. Sorry we kept you waiting so long, but yesterday it was so damp out here, and our instruments haven't quite recovered. We had to retune everything, and it takes a while. So thanks for waiting for us there. Starting off with an old fiddle tune. That was called Robinson County. We're going to sing one for you now, and this is a song that comes right out of the Ozarks here. It was done a long time ago by some obscure string band from around here, and we sort of dug it out, and we're going to do it for you. It's one called My Ozark Mountain Home. There's a place that's far away and a little mountain plain that recalls to me the days of long ago, when I'd sit on Mother's knee and she'd talk and sing to me. How I loved her voice and laughter sweet and low. Her love will always linger. I can see her day by day as she sits there in that little cabin home. Though that house is blown away and the field with grass is gray, I can never forget my Ozark mountain home. I will bow my head in sorrow, for I know we'll meet tomorrow in that little mountain clay there in the hill. I'm going back and build a shack by that little mountain of clay. I'm going back and build a shack in those Ozark hills far away. Sweet to me, just as sweet as sweet could be, and her aching heart was always full of pain. From her little mountain place she will guide me day by day, and I'll never on the distance rest again. In words that live forever she'd remind me not to never take advantage of the weak ones of our day. Though we're better off in name, we will all just be the same when we meet there in the shadow of the clay. I will bow my head in sorrow, for I know we'll meet tomorrow in that little mountain clay there in the hill. I'm going back and build a shack by that little mountain of clay. I'm going back and build a shack in those Ozark hills far away. going to do a fiddle tune now. It's called the Hoppin Rabbit, and maybe you can understand why it's got a title like that after you hear it. This is an Illinois fiddle tune, I think. Jim switching around a lot here. He gets bored easily, and probably you do too. So we'll have him playing several different instruments here. I'm going to pick up the mandolin. I guess we'll have Jim sing his theme song for you. This is one he's been singing for years. It's one called Wandering Boy. It's one that they wrote. It's called 50 Miles of Elbow Room. 1,200 miles its length and breadth of Foursquare city stands. Its gems set walls of jasper shine unmade by human hands. 100 miles its gates are wide, untold entrance there. With 50 miles of elbow room on me. For the gates are wide on the other side, where the flowers ever bloom. On the right hand, on the left hand, 50 miles of elbow room. Where the fairest flowers bloom. It won't be long before I pass into that city fair, with 50 miles of elbow room on either side to spare. When the gates swing wide on the other side, just beyond the sunset sea, there'll be room to spare as we enter there. Room for you and room for me. For the gates are wide on the other side, where the flowers ever bloom. On the right hand, on the left hand, 50 miles of elbow room. On the right hand, on the left hand, 50 miles of elbow room. Do something now that's real important around here. If you get in a predicament like this, you'll want to listen close to the words. This is called There's a Rabbit in the Log and I Ain't Got No Dog.
We knew you guys.
There's a rabbit in the log and ain't got no dog. How will I get him? I know. I'll get me a fire and I'll twist in his hair. That's how I get him. I know. I know. Yes, I know. I know. That's how I get him. I know. I'll get me a fire and I'll twist in his hair. That's how I get him. I know. I'll build me a fire and I'll roast that old hair. Roll me in the flames and make him brown. I'll be here tonight while the moonshine is bright. Find me a place to lie down. Lie down, lie down, lie down, lie down. Find me a place to lie down. I'll be here tonight while the moonshine is bright. Find me a place to lie down. On my back, soles of my shoes are nearly gone. Just the ways I had, there's no farmer's shed. That's where I rest my weary bones. Weary bones, lazy bones, lazy bones, weary bones. That's where I rest my weary bones. Just the ways I had, there's no farmer's shed. That's where I rest my weary bones. I need a new one. Let's slow it down a little bit here, Jim.
Okay.
We'll do a cowboy song for you. I don't see any cowboys out there. Maybe you're all on vacation.
I'm in disguise.
But this is a song, I guess no matter what you do, you kind of ask yourself sometimes why you do it. And cowboys do that too. And this song is called Why Do You Ride for Your Money? Last night as I was out riding, the graveyard shift dusk till dawn. The moon was as bright as a reading light. For a letter from an old friend back home, he asked me, why do you ride for your money? Why do you roll a short pay? She's the perfect profession's wife. She asks me, why does he ride for his money? Why does he rope for short pay? He's getting nowhere and he's losing his share. He must have gone crazy out there. When I read up the rest of that letter and I tore off the stamp for Black Jim, Billy came up to relieve me. He just looked at that letter and grinned. He asked me, why do you ride for your money? Why do you rope for short pay? You're getting nowhere and you're losing your share. You must have gone crazy out there. They've never seen the northern lights. They've not seen the hawk on the wing. They've never seen spring on the great divide. Never heard Camp Cookie sing. Why do you ride for your money? Why do you rope for short pay? You're getting nowhere and you're losing your share. You must have gone crazy out there. You must have gone crazy out there. We all must be crazy out here. Thank you. Jim, why don't you pick up the banjo and play these folks a tune? We'd hate for them to get bored doing the same thing too long here. But Jim plays the banjo in the clawhammer style. It's a little different style of playing than you might have heard. It's different than the bluegrass style, and you're probably more familiar with that. There are some good banjo players out here playing that way today, but Jim plays a little differently. He likes to do just about everything a little differently, I guess. We'll have him play a tune. What key is it? This is a reel, the Gas Babe.
You're ready.
Actually, we'll sing this together. This is a song called How'd You Make Your Living Now, Susanna Gal, and I'm afraid that she made her living making moonshine, which I guess a long time ago was just about as honorable a profession as anything else. Here we go.
I got gas be really on my
corn, Susiana. It's the year to get your corn, Susiana. Gal, how'd you make your living now, Susiana? How'd you make your living now, Susiana, gal?
We're going to do a gospel song here. We did one earlier, but we'll do another one. It's Sunday morning, and I'm glad the sun's out today. So we'll sing one for you. This is a real pretty song called Land Beyond the Blue. In a far and distant city, dying at the close of day, was a fair-haired boy who wandered far from home. Take this message to my mother when my work on earth is through. Tell my mother that I'll meet her in the land beyond the blue. Oh, tell my mother that I will meet her when my works of love and labor all are through. When the good of earth are gathered with the faithful and the true. Tell my mother that I'll meet her in the land beyond the blue. In one hand he held a picture of his old home far away, and the other was his buffalo and gray. In a dying voice he whispered she would know that I was true. Tell my mother that I'll meet her in the land beyond the blue. Oh, tell my mother that I will meet her when my works of love and labor all are through. When the good of earth are gathered with the faithful and the true. Tell my mother that I'll meet her in the land beyond the blue. The mother from the boy, but alas for her the letter came too late. For that day the angels took her with the faithful and the true, and tonight she dwells with Willie in the land beyond the blue. Oh, tell my mother that I will meet her when my works of love and labor all are through. When the good of earth are gathered with the faithful and the true. Tell my mother that I'll meet her in the land beyond the blue. Tell my mother that I'll meet her in the land beyond the blue. I'm going to get Jim to sing one and also play some guitar for you. He's a real good flat picker. He's also a good finger picker, but I'll have him do some flat picking on this song. This is a real pretty song called The Girl I Left in Sunny Tennessee. Boy, that's a flashy guitar you have there. We'll just call you Flash.
Close at A.
As that train pulled in at last, those familiar scenes did pass. I kissed my mother at the station door. Old time friends have gathered round, smiles on every face I've found, but I missed the one that I've been searching for. So I said, oh mother dear, where is Mary? She's not here. The world of dark and sadness came to me. She just pointed to the spot in that little churchyard plot where Mary sleeps in sunny Tennessee. You can hear the children singing as she bids farewell to me. Far across those fields of cotton, my old homestead I did see. As the moon rose in its glory, then I told my saddest story to the girl I left in sunny Tennessee.
Get Jim to pick a tune on the guitar for you. This is a hornpipe. It's usually done as a fiddle tune. We'll have him play it on guitar. This is the Staten Island hornpipe. We've got time for about one more, and then the storyteller will be up here to spin you some yarn. She's a great liar. She can convince you folks of anything, so you ought to stick around for that. She'll tell you some good stories. And then after that, the Horse Creek Boys will be playing up here. If you'd like to hear us again, we'll be back on this stage at 12:15. And we didn't get our hammered dulcimer down here this morning. It just had a hard time yesterday. Now I'm in the middle of retuning it, but I'll bring it down the next set here if any of you are interested in hearing that. Also, there's some dulcimers for sale. The fellow that built my dulcimer is here. He has a booth set up in the hospitality house. A lot of people ask me about where they can get dulcimers all year long, so I'm glad that he's finally here and you can go up there and talk to him. He's got some nice instruments for sale in the hospitality house. He's got lots of records and books, so you want to go talk to him. That's Jim Round up there, up on Main Street, just in that first building you go through to get into the city here. Okay, we're going to finish up with an old fiddle tune. We've enjoyed playing for you folks. This is Jim Lansford. I'm Kim Gershesky. We're McCraw's Ford String Band. Stick around for the storyteller and the Horse Creek Boys, and we'll finish up with a fiddle tune called Old Friend.
check. 1, 2. Check, 1, 2, mic check. Fred, hit us off one, but we'll get the... Thank you. Thank you very much, folks. A great big howdy and welcome to the Valley Theater, the Horse Creek Band up on stage. We're going to be right here for the next few minutes, a picking and a grinning for you. And we got some special guests we'll be calling up here in a little bit to entertain you, too. So stick around. We'll have a good time. Fred Stoneking on the fiddle with the Birdie and the Snowbank, getting the show off to a good start with a hoedown number. Right now, we got a fine entertainer right here beside me. I'm going to turn the mic over to him, and he's going to sing you folks a good song, Mr. Greg Becker.
Oh, well, thank you. Is your mother out in the crowd today? Yes, she is. As a matter of fact, I think she's the one that started all that. But why don't we take these folks down south and do them a little bit of the Alabama Jubilee? All right.
Becker right there doing that for us. The Alabama Jubilee. Boys, we'll do one more, and then we're going to have some jig dancing out here. If you'd like to see some foot stomping. You got a message for Greg? Well, what's the message? Tell us. We need to know what's going
I
on.
was talking to his girlfriend down there from the mercantile store a while ago.
Yeah, right.
She crawled up on that big barrel of turpentine and was sitting there talking to me, and I told her a little old joke. She got to dancing around there and fell through the bottom. That bottom of that thing fell out, and she fell right down in that turpentine.
In the turpentine? Was she hurt?
I don't know. They ain't caught her yet, Greg.
Wait a minute.
She hit the gate like an 88.
Moving on, wasn't she? Hey, Bud, we're going to do a couple more so, and then you get to sing to these folks, all right?
And I get to irritate
You
them.
get to irritate them, right.
Just go ahead. Don't get in no hurry about it.
Well,
I'm having fun now.
Hold tight. We're going to
Honey,
put you
don't
up
sit
here
there and
just a
wink
little
at me.
bit.
That bothers me when you do that.
Boys, we'll do one more, and then we'll have some jig dancing out here. Larry, we got a request here. The lady's right over. Jan is here, and she got her sister. Now she works up in the hospital there in St. Louis.
Yeah, their mother's better looking than both of them.
Now, Bud, you're going to get crowned.
She's
You're
back
going to
there.
get these
She's
ladies.
been bothering me all morning, boy.
Nobody is safe from him. I don't care who they are, where they come from, or whatever. Just put up with him. That's all I can
Is
do.
that thing loaded, boy?
That's ready to go. That's Director Roscoe. I seen his cap.
Well, I
He's
tell
a
you
director.
what, the life I've lived, every time somebody points something at me, makes me nervous.
I'll bet. Anyway, we've got a request for the Dill Pickle Rag, and Larry Sledge is going to pick it for us right now.
All right. I'm glad to be with you. Y'all visiting here. You know, I had to come in from Mountain View this morning. I rode my fast horse up here.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be with you, but I wasn't sure if I was going to get in here or not. I come up on a horse-drawn hearse this morning. First thing, yes, it's a big long hearse, and it had a line of people behind that hearse about a half a mile long, in single file, you know.
Wait a minute.
And I didn't know what to think of. So I rode my horse up around them, and I come on up there, and right behind the hearse at the head of the line was a man. He's leading a little dog. And I said, say, mister, what's going on here, you know? He says, well, I'll tell you. He said, that's my mother-in-law there in the hearse, and we're taking her up here to bury her. And I said, well, I'm sorry. I said, my condolences to your family. And I said, say, where does this little dog come in, though? He says, well, this dog bit my mother-in-law, and she died, and we're taking her to the graveyard. And I said, is that right? I said, you wouldn't loan that little dog, would you? He said, get in line.
Thank you, Larry. Larry Sledge doing the picking for us and the Dill Pickle Rag by request. We hope you folks enjoyed it. Right now, we're going to clear the floor and have some old-time jig dancing. Jake and Maddie, come on up here. Where'd Jamie go? We got Jamie out here. She's going to play the fiddle for us. There she is. And your friends, bring them too. Let's get them all down here and have them dance for us today. We got a lot of dancers here, and we're going to get them all out here and have us a good old-time jig dance. We got Fred Stoneking on the hoedown fiddle, and he'll give you all a good old... Jake, what do you want us to play for you out here? A good old hoedown tune? Sally Gunning. All right. That's good. Yeah.
Allie.
Hey, that was some good jig dancing. Oh, I like to see that.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that Jake reminds me of my grandpa every time I see him dance.
Jake reminds you of your grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa used to hear music, boy, and he'd hit the floor to get it, boy.
He would.
Oh, he loved to dance.
A lot of them old timers like to dance like
Yeah,
that.
he finally died dancing.
He died dancing?
Yeah.
But that's awful sad. I guess did he have a heart attack on the dance
No,
floor?
he was in good shape.
Well, how did he die dancing?
On the end of a rope.
Oh. On the end of a rope.
Dance just like Jake.
Hey, Bud, before we have you sing, well, let's get everybody up here on stage and everybody out in the audience. It's Maddie's birthday. Maddie, Jake's wife, Maddie, it's her birthday.
You wouldn't believe she's 93 years old, would you? The way she moves around like that.
She's going to crown you the little fiddle player. Oh, you mean Jamie?
Yes, sir.
Is it her birthday?
Oh, that other.
Lisa? Yeah, all right. Let's sing them happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maddie and Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Give them a big hand. All right, I'm going to introduce you to the man that no one is safe from, Buffalo Bud Short, right here. He's going to come up here and put on a little show for us all.
Speaking of safe, boy, that old boy's got more nerve than Dick Tracy standing there pointing that thing in.
He's liable to wreck it if he shoots much of us there. We've wrecked several cameras, haven't we? Oh, all right.
I'll tell you one thing, that crazy bird gets a hold of you, buddy, you won't have it very long. He'll buy that off of him.
You mean there's a bird and we'll try to buy that camera?
Yeah,
what
the bird lives right up there in that tree where all them folks are sitting under.
Really?
No, you know what, Becker, he just got lots of nerve, boy. He buys everything he gets underneath it.
What makes you think that bird did?
Well, man, Dero, you know my girlfriend Dero.
Yeah, I know her.
Oh,
Sure do.
Oh, I like that fat girl. Anyway, we sat out there the other night and I had my guitar out there and I was singing to her.
Yeah?
and that thing kept trying to buy my guitar.
The bird tried to buy your guitar?
Sure did, boy.
What makes you think the bird would want that old
He
guitar?
kept putting small deposits down on it.
Oh!
Yeah. Right there in front of everybody.
Right there in front of everybody.
Yeah.
My goodness, well, maybe they won't have
Little boy
anything
must
happen
not
there.
have too good eyesight. Got long specs on there to look at.
But how about you getting all fired up here and singing the folks
I had a
song?
request while ago, a special request.
What was that?
I told him I had to stay the rest of you left.
Someone requested you leave?
Yeah, did you know there was a Texan out there in the crowd?
There's a lot of Texans in the crowd. We got the whole back row is Texans.
Well, you can't blame them for wanting a taste of the good life. They have to go away from there.
Anybody that's more than 10 miles away from home, you're a foreigner to him.
Yeah. Well, they wanted to hear another story, another time, another place.
All right.
I'm going to try to do it. No regrets, no hard feelings, it's over. All the good times together are through. I've had a lifetime of memories to keep me going. I wouldn't take back one moment spent with you. I can't say your leaving won't hurt me, but there's nothing that time won't erase. But someday this hurting's gonna leave me. Another story, another time, another place. And one day I'll be sitting with another, and suddenly a smile across my face. If she asks me what's so funny, then I'll tell her. Another story, another time, another place. Play, Brett.
You notice I keep the crowd moving? I got a walking ovation right there.
Y'all shout if you're happy. Ain't too happy, are they? You just well go ahead and smile, buddy. It ain't gonna get no better. So no regrets, no hard feelings, it's over. Yes, it hurt me, 'cause I lost down in the rain. But someday, this cough is gonna leave me. Another story, another time, another place. And one day I'll be sitting with another, and suddenly a smile across my face. If she asks me what's so funny, then I'll tell her. Another story, another time, another place. Thank you.
Buffalo Bud Short doing that for
Why
us.
don't you just love that applause?
Sure, I like the applause.
Boy, it's worth more than money.
How can it be worth more than money?
Because the government don't get none of it.
Ah, it's all free and clear, isn't it? Hey, we got a young lady out in the crowd right now. We're going to call up here, and she can play the far out of the fiddle. Let's give her a hand. Jamie from Springfield. She's going to come up here and fiddle for y'all. Yeah, there she is. We had her out here.
As soon as she learns to cuss and smoke cigars, we're going to replace her. Fred.
I'll tell you what, I can't picture her smoking a big cigar. I just can't picture that. Maybe she will someday. You never know. Anyway, she's going to play the fiddle for us. She's cute and can play the fiddle real well. It's smooth fiddling.
You'll find out here. I'm real smooth.
All right.
She does a fine job. Jamie's just a little bit bashful, but I'll tell you what, when she picks up that fiddle bow and that fiddle, she gets the far to fly. Good job there, Jamie. You ain't a kid. She's a fine fiddle player. We appreciate that. Boys, we've got time for just a couple more. What do you say, let's do the folks a good old song? You boys can kind of join in and help me. And Larry, we'll get you to kick it off. Let's do the old Salty Dog Blues.
Low-down blues, a great big hole about my shoe. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Let me be your salty dog, or I will be your manny dog. Honey, let me be your salty dog. I was down in the wildwood, sitting on a log, salty dog, look out. Let me be your salty dog, or I will be your manny dog. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Way to go, friend. I pulled the trigger and the gun let go. Fred fell down in Mexico. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Salty dog, or I will be your man dog. I let me be your salty dog. Yeah. Hey, hello, Sal, I know you. Run out sock and a wore out shoe. I let me be your salty dog. Let me be your salty dog, or I will be your man dog. I let me be your salty dog. Now I don't drink, Greg don't chew. We don't go with the girls that do. I let me be your salty dog. Let me be your salty dog, or I will be your manny dog. I let me be your salty dog.
Thank you. All right. We hope you enjoyed that.
You know, yes. Greg might not go with the girls that cheer or anything like that, but he's got the burlap disease anyway.
He's got what?
Burlap disease.
Wait a minute, is that some strange new disease, or what are you
Gets
talking?
it from running around in some old bags.
My goodness, I don't know what we're going to do with him. Folks, we're down to time for one more. We do need to tell you we got recordings available. If you like the type of music you've been hearing, we got some newfangled recordings available, and they have them right there in the glass shop. They just come in this morning. We haven't had time to display them yet, but we got the Horse Creek Band recorded live right here on stage at Silver Dollar City if you want one of our group. Then old Fiddlin' Fred over here's got a fiddle recording available. Him and his old-time fiddle playing, and they've got them over there too. Just ask for them right there at the counter at the glass shop, and they will fix you right up with our recordings. Boys, we've got out the harmonica. We've got Greg Becker to play it for us. And you got a record? Where's it at? The courthouse. That's a criminal record. No, these little, they come in a little old square box, these recordings. They had you in a square room. Yeah, I'll bet they did. Hey, let's call our dancers out here. Jake and Maddie and all the kids, we're going to get them out here. Greg's got his harmonica. Greg, what, you got a good old tune for them there on the
We're going to
harmonica?
play Turkey in the Black Hat here.
Thank you. Good job of dancing there, all of you. Folks, we've run completely out of time. We're going to turn it over to the teller of Tall